In this manga scene, we see a surprising reunion between two characters on a bustling city street. The blonde-haired character, Shigemori Irina, is taken aback as she recognizes someone from her past, exclaiming, "Oh my senpai." Irina, who was once a Kouhai junior in the manga research club, has now become a popular internet streamer known as Shigerin. The other character, partially visible in the background, also recognizes Irina's voice and responds with surprise. The dialogue reveals a sense of nostalgia and familiarity between them, hinting at a shared history. In this manga scene, we witness a heartfelt conversation between two characters in a school setting. The blonde-haired character is laughing and reminiscing about how the other character often gets scolded after school. This light-hearted teasing reveals a close bond between them. As the conversation progresses, the blonde-haired character admits to occasionally looking out for the other, despite the teasing. This admission leads to a deeper discussion about feelings of being disliked by others, which is countered with reassurance that it's not hate but envy. The dialogue continues with one character offering to help the other if needed, which is met with surprise and then acceptance. This exchange highlights themes of misunderstanding and support, showcasing the development of their friendship and mutual respect. Overall, this scene captures the complexities of their relationship, blending humor with moments of genuine connection and support. In this continuation, we see the character diving into a gaming session while streaming. The first panel shows them putting on their headphones, ready to pick up from where they left off. As the game progresses, their expressions reveal a range of emotions: nervousness, frustration after losing, and determination to stay calm and focused. One panel even depicts an imagined scenario with an increased heart rate, indicating their anxiety or excitement. Despite the setbacks, the character resolves to calm down and continue, showing their resilience and dedication. The final panel highlights the intensity of the situation, with audience reactions suggesting that the character is in a competitive or high-stakes moment. This scene captures the highs and lows of gaming and streaming, emphasizing the emotional roller coaster that comes with it. The blonde-haired character is visibly shocked and exclaims, "I don't look like I'm in heat." This outburst suggests a misunderstanding, likely stemming from a previous stream. The character is trying to clear up any misconceptions, emphasizing that they were just off their game. The setting appears to be indoors, with windows showing the outside environment. The dialogue indicates that someone was contacted to help resolve the misunderstanding, showing the character's concern about their image and how they are perceived by others. This moment is filled with high emotion and confusion, highlighting the character's vulnerability and the impact of their online presence on their personal life. It also underscores the theme of misunderstandings and the importance of communication in resolving them. Shigerin, a popular streamer, finds herself in an awkward situation. During a live stream, her behavior is misinterpreted as suggestive, leading to someone creating a highlight video that portrays her in a compromising light. Shigerin is mortified, especially at the thought that her senpai might have seen her looking obscene. Her frustration and embarrassment are palpable as she exclaims, "I don't look like I'm in heat." This moment captures her struggle with the pressures of maintaining her online persona and the misunderstandings that can arise from it. The scene highlights the challenges of being in the public eye and the impact of online interactions on personal relationships. Shigerin's concern about her senpai's perception shows her vulnerability and the importance she places on their opinion. A blonde-haired girl named Shigemori is brimming with excitement. Her heart races as she exclaims, "Senpai's inviting me out to lunch." This moment is a significant milestone for her, a testament to how far she has come. Once an introverted girl, Shigemori has transformed into a well-known online influencer, a change noted by her observant friend with short hair and glasses. She went from introvert to influencer, Shigemori online, her friend remarks, reflecting on Shigemori's remarkable journey. As Shigemori prepares for her lunch date, she can't help but think back to her past self. A visual thought bubble shows her former appearance, darker clothing and a more reserved expression. This contrast highlights her evolution and the internal struggles she has faced. Sitting on her bed in a pink outfit, Shigemori contemplates her online persona. She decides not to put on a facade or post photos of herself online, wanting to stay true to who she is. I don't want to pass myself off as anything, she muses, holding her phone and reflecting on her journey of self-discovery. The scene opens outside a building named Cafeteria, where a group of friends reunites after a long time. One character, feeling nostalgic, remarks how it's been ages since they last visited this place. Another character apologizes for bringing them there, but the first character brushes it off, admitting they basically ran away anyway. A third character expresses regret for not being able to say goodbye when the first character left. As the focus shifts, two female characters walk together. One compliments the other on becoming a professional at work and reminisces about how they got to know each other through streaming songs online. She learned a lot from her friend, who now looks distressed, thinking she didn't want her companionship to be so much care for her old classmates. Suddenly, another character points out someone in the distance, saying it looks like someone they know. In this manga panel, we see a poignant exchange between two characters. The first character, with short hair and a bandage on their cheek, speaks with a resigned tone, saying, "Life's a bitch too, huh?" This statement sets the tone for the conversation, hinting at shared struggles and frustrations. The scene then shifts to another character, wrapped in a blanket, who appears contemplative and possibly upset. They comment on how someone else's life seems easier compared to their own, expressing a sense of unfairness and envy. This character's words reveal their inner turmoil and feelings of inadequacy. The focus returns to the first character, who leans in and whispers intimately, "The part of you that harbors hatred is what I love." This admission is deeply personal and reveals the complexity of their relationship. It suggests that despite the hardships and negative emotions, there is a profound connection and understanding between them. We witness a heartfelt moment between two characters. The scene begins with a character, not fully shown but implied to be in the same room, complimenting the blonde-haired character on their hard work and recent victory. The atmosphere is warm and filled with a sense of camaraderie as everyone around seems to be enjoying themselves. The focus then shifts to a close-up of the blonde-haired character's face, capturing their surprise as they hear something unexpected. Their eyes widen, and their mouth opens slightly in shock, indicating that the words have deeply affected them. As the scene progresses, the blonde-haired character's emotions intensify. Tears well up in their eyes, reflecting a mixture of surprise and deep emotion. The final panel reveals that someone has confessed their love to the blonde-haired character, catching them completely off guard. This confession leads to an even more intense reaction, with the character's face flushing with emotion and tears streaming down their cheeks. In this manga panel, we see a character with long hair, known as Shigeru, who has fallen asleep at their desk in front of a computer. The scene reveals that Shigeru is an internet influencer, currently asleep during a live stream. The text around the panel indicates that Shigeru's real name is Shigemori Aaron, and they are known for their ASMR content, which helps with deep sleep. Another character, shown in a smaller panel with blonde hair and an agitated expression, is apologizing profusely, likely to the viewers or someone off-screen. This character's frantic demeanor contrasts sharply with Shigeru's peaceful, sleeping form. In this manga panel, we see a character with blonde hair and glasses slumped over a desk in front of a computer, looking utterly exhausted. The surrounding text bubbles reveal their internal struggle and dialogue with another unseen character. The blonde character, likely an online content creator or streamer, expresses a desperate need for a break despite having to stream tomorrow. They mention feeling awful about taking breaks recently and emphasize the importance of not missing another stream, as it would affect their archive. Another voice suggests taking it easy after something unspecified has happened, but the blonde character insists on continuing their work. This moment captures the intense pressure and conflict many content creators face between the need for rest and the relentless demand to maintain their online presence. The panel highlights the toll this lifestyle can take, showing the character's physical and emotional exhaustion. In this manga panel, we see a character with blonde hair and glasses, who appears to be taking a moment of respite. They are seated at a desk, looking somewhat relieved and contemplative. The surrounding text bubbles reveal their thoughts in a conversation with another character, who is not shown in the panel. The blonde character reflects on how being with their senpai allows them to escape the pressures of their online persona, Shigeru, and just be themselves, Shigemori Eren. They express genuine enjoyment and relaxation when spending time with their senpai, indicating a deep bond and sense of comfort. As the scene progresses, the blonde character's internal monologue continues, revealing their gratitude and appreciation for these moments of peace. They feel at ease and happy, a stark contrast to the stress and expectations they face in their public life as an influencer. In this manga panel, a scene unfolds where we see Shigemori has fallen asleep, leaving the boy to reflect on her sudden slumber. The first panel shows the boy gently covering her with a blanket, wishing her to sleep well. As he watches her sleep, he thinks to himself that her words about feeling at ease must have been genuine. Shigemori, sitting comfortably in a chair, drifts into a peaceful sleep, with her head tilted slightly and her body relaxed. In the following panel, Shigemori murmurs "senpai" in her sleep, showing she's dreaming about him, indicating her comfort and possibly admiration for the boy. She even mutters softly, making little noises in her sleep, her expression peaceful. The boy, noticing her slumber, seems content and touched by the moment. After a time skip of 2 hours, Shigemori awakens suddenly, apologizing profusely for falling asleep on him. She bows in embarrassment, but the boy reassures her, telling her that as long as she feels refreshed, it's all good. He even invites her to come again sometime. Their exchange is light-hearted, with Shigemori feeling apologetic and the boy showing kindness and patience, highlighting a wholesome and comfortable dynamic between them. In this manga panel, the scene opens with a character waking up, their eyes wide with shock as they think, "MNGH. Morning already." The early light of dawn filters into the room, casting a soft glow. Below, another character is shown crouching on the floor, their hair and clothes in disarray. They clutch their head in distress, exclaiming, "Did I seriously crush my bonking head on the floor? What the hell?" In a smaller inset panel, a character wrapped in bandages looks quite pleased, thinking, "Good, the stream's off." This suggests they were previously streaming something live and are now relieved it's over. In this manga panel, the story unfolds with a character standing by a window, gazing out at the cityscape. The text reveals her thoughts. To her, she was just another stress to shake off during the fun. This suggests she is trying to manage her stress while maintaining a facade of enjoyment. The scene shifts to a showerhead with water running, symbolizing a moment of relief and cleansing from the day's pressures. The sound effect, sha, emphasizes the soothing nature of the shower. Next, we see another character holding a vibrating smartphone, indicated by the jitter jitter text. This character takes a sip of a beverage, feeling satisfied. In this manga panel, Shigemori is engrossed in a video game, fully immersed in a battle, when something unexpected happens. As she's playing intensely, one of her earphones, specifically the right one, suddenly stops working with a loud whoosh. Shocked and confused, she expresses disbelief, wondering what just happened to her headset. The silence in her ear is jarring, especially during a critical moment in the game. The next panel shows Shigemori celebrating her victory in the game, having defeated a difficult boss. Her character in the game is on screen, showing a celebratory pose with a yada ni, meaning, "I did it," while Shigemori revels in her accomplishment. However, her joy is short-lived as she realizes that her headset has broken at the worst possible time. Frustrated, she holds up the damaged earphone and laments her bad luck. As she processes the situation, her face darkens in disbelief and horror. She stares at the broken headset, stunned by the timing of the malfunction. In the final panel, music notes play from the game. In this manga panel, the story focuses on a Shigemori who has suffered significant hearing loss. She's in a hospital after being told to rest and receive intensive care due to accumulated fatigue that ultimately destroyed the hearing in her right ear. The doctor explains that she has a condition called sudden sensory neural hearing loss, and advises a week-long intravenous treatment. despite the seriousness of her condition, the woman seems more concerned about her online presence, stating that her viewers are waiting for her. She tries to downplay the issue by reassuring herself that she can still hear out of her left ear. However, it's evident that she can no longer stop working or take care of herself on her own, as her health has declined due to overwork. Another character encourages her to rest and recover, but she dismisses it, insisting that everything will be fine, though her expression suggests she's struggling internally. In this panel, Shigemori's deteriorating mental state becomes more apparent as she battles her obsession with streaming. A concerned character questions her, asking who would even enjoy watching her in such a broken state, but Shigemori is fixated on continuing. The narration suggests that if no one intervenes, she would push herself until she completely destroys herself, a clear indication of her refusal to stop. Shigemori tries to rationalize her situation, thinking that as long as she can stream, it doesn't matter if she's lost hearing in one ear. Her desperation peaks as she becomes visibly panicked, admitting that if she stops streaming, she fears she'll be left alone. Her entire sense of self-worth seems tied to her online presence, and she frantically tells herself that her stream is all she has. She's caught in a spiral of anxiety, convinced that stopping would mean losing everything, highlighting the dangerous extent of her obsession and isolation. In this manga panel, the scene is set in a cold, bleak environment. A character with purple hair sits on the ground, their back turned to the viewer, clutching a bag tightly. The barren trees in the background and the character's attire suggest a chilly atmosphere, both physically and emotionally. The next scene shifts to two silhouetted figures standing in an open doorway, hinting at a moment of departure or separation. The conversation between them is filled with emotion, as one character expresses a willingness to stay if the other wants them to, offering support and reassurance during a difficult time. The final panel zooms in on a close-up of one character's face, their expression filled with fear and anxiety. They cover their mouth with their hand, voicing their deepest fear: "I'm scared. I don't want to be forgotten." This poignant moment captures the character's internal struggle with insecurity and the fear of being left behind.